What's going on, guys? It's Makai. So we're here for the Bleach Rebirth of Souls Yamamoto gameplay reveal. Now the trailer dropped this morning, but I was unfortunately able to cover it. So now evening time. My question for you guys is, who do you think is the next character? If you guys do enjoy videos like this, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Makai saying what yo, and let's hop into this video. At the beginning of the trailer, we see the titles and stuff like everyone else. We see Head Captain Yamamoto's Shikai Ryujinjakka, as well as the description for his character. Head Captain who stands above all other Soul Reapers. His most powerful flame, Zanpakuto, is capable of burning down everything.
Prepare for punishment! Here I come!
Captain Yamamoto is another character who has a special condition. He has a gauge known as the Inferno gauge, and he can go into what is known a hellfire state. The Inferno gauge will accumulate by activating flash attack and signature move. Inferno gauge will decrease when quick attack lands on the opponent. The more Inferno gauge accumulates, the more power will increase when the gauge reaches the maximum. It changes into hellfire state. During the hellfire state, the power will be enhanced, but the reishi will decrease automatically. When you enter the hellfire state, you will lose health, kind of like a double-edged sword. Now, Head Captain Yamamoto doesn't seem to be a fast fighter. He seems to be a slower fighter, which kind of contributes to the whole he's aged. So maybe that's what they were going with. He's not going to be a speedy character, but he's going to be the attack character. Getting into his first spiritual pressure move, Shiranui. It's an attack by releasing the flame forward. Yamamoto will be in the hellfire state when activated. The damage will increase after activating with long press down input. So essentially, this move allows you to attack by releasing flame forward, but this move will put you in the hellfire state when this move is activated. Again, depending on what you're using your moves, you have to be careful because you can lose health. So just going into the offense and not thinking could cause you to lose health and thus cost you the battle if you're not thinking strategically. And also to take into account, if you accumulate into the hellfire state too fast without thinking about it, that can also cost you. Getting into his spiritual pressure 2 move, it is called Taimatsu and Nadegiri. These are 2 moves that Head Captain Yamamoto makes use of in the Bleach series. In the case of Taimatsu, is an attack that he uses to create an infernal wave. The fire generated by the attack completely consumes whatever is caught within it until nothing remains but ash. Then in terms of Nadegiri, this is the slash he used against the giant monster guy Tres Beastes had summoned. Now maybe I'm just silly, but the animation for these 2 attacks, it doesn't seem like Nadegiri is necessarily being used here, but again, the animation doesn't really show it in the anime, so the technique will be changed depending on whether Yamamoto is in the hellfire state or not. Taimatsu normal state activates a low power attack. The Inferno gauge will not accumulate for a certain period of time after activating this move, while Nadegiri, the hellfire state, releases a very powerful slash covered with massive flames. The hellfire state will be removed after activating. Now here's the interesting thing about this. The spiritual pressure 1 move puts you into the hellfire state, while this, if you use this without hellfire state, prevents you from being able to accumulate the Inferno gauge for a certain period of time. And again, the special flash attack and signature move accumulates the Inferno gauge, while quick attack decreases the Inferno gauge. It'll probably be crucial to understand how these moves can play off of each other, so you're just not aimlessly trying to attack and cause a lot of damage, which could inadvertently cause you to lose a lot of health. We get to see his awakening here.
The time is ripe. There is no way out of this.
Yamamoto's Awakening's performance will be enhanced by increasing the power output of Shikai Ryujinjakka by the increase of reishi and the increase of damage. Shikai Ryujinjakka makes Yamamoto possible to cover his low agility and unleash his overwhelming power. It seems you get an increase of reishi, but at the cost you also get an increase of damage. This could also come in a cost of maybe your moves can cause more damage, so the double-edged sword effect can end up costing you more damage after you awaken. But also, Yamamoto being said to have low agility would imply that he's going to be a slower character who has a high attack. After this, we get the attack string of him, which we can only assume these are a combination of quick attacks and maybe some other attacks. But Yamamoto doesn't fight super fast, but he does look cool when he attacks. And from here, we get what we can only assume are a combination of different moves slash Kiko moves. We see the coolest part, Inetsu Chikoku. It's the pillars that come all up. He used this attack, or he was going to use this attack against Aizen until it was nullified. Then at the end of the trailer, it says Genryuzai Yamamoto, Squad 1. Characterized by overwhelmingly high damage that will burn everything with its immense firepower. So essentially, what I take Yamamoto as is a double-edged sword kind of character, similar to Ukiyoda in a way where his certain attacks can cause him to lose health, but at the same time, he can cause great amount of damage. So a person who truly learns how to play with Yamamoto will be able to make up for that weakness and make the best use of him. I can't wait to see him in the game. Is he one of my favorites that I'm looking forward to playing with? No, but at the same time, I think they did him good justice. The only thing that I was a little bit curious about is no hand-to-hand combat. Remember when he fought against Wonderweiss? No hand-to-hand? Interesting. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me. I am Makai San. What yo? Let's try to get 100 likes on this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.